top 10 players after this. So Fields says he's going to continue to study the game before he jumps in. Now, I think he's going to jump in very quickly to the starting job. I don't think Andy Dalton's going to start for very long. I think week 6 is like the deadline right there. If they're like 2-3 by then there's a problem. They got to get rid of them. They got to bench him there. All right, time to do my top 10 players in the NFL. It's going to be very hard to do. Alright. So, number 10 is Deshaun Watson. Obviously, we don't know if he's going to survive this disaster, but he has a 68% completion percentage. He had a 70% completion percentage last year. He had 4,000 yards last year, the NFL's best. The lowest passer rating he has is 98. He had a 112 passer rating this year. 103 in the other 2 years. So, I mean, if he gets out of this, he's one of the more accurate quarterbacks in the game. All right. Number 9 is Quentin Nelson. This guy's an absolute tank, obviously. He's the best linebacker. He's the best O-lineman on the best O-line. On arguably the best O-line in football. So, basically what... This guy, he does not give up a sack, really. He's made first-team All-Pro every year he's been in the league. He really... He's when you look at his snap counts... 100%, 97%, 99%. He is really good with this stuff. He is I don't know. This guy's just I think you can argue he's the best O-lineman in football. Quentin Nelson. And actually, is he the highest O-lineman on my list? Yeah, he is, yeah. So, in my opinion, he's the best O-line in football. When you look at his snap counts, and he really doesn't give up a sack, like I said. Absolute tank. Alright. So number 8, this is going to be easier to explain. It's hard to explain O-linemen, how they're good. Because, there's not really a direct stat that really makes them, the best O-lineman in football. It's really hard. Alright. So number 8 is Davante Adams. Obviously, last year, 115 receptions, 18 touchdowns, 1,300 yards. He's part of the reason I don't think Aaron Rodgers is leaving. He had 98 yards a game last year. His yards, he was obviously, the best receiver in the league last year. It was, you're actually going to be surprised, because, the next guy on my list is also a receiver, so I don't even think Adams is the best receiver in the league, but in my opinion, he is definitely on a good path. After last year leading the league in touchdowns. Alright, Number 7 is DeAndre Hopkins. Now, the reason I have DeAndre Hopkins ahead of Davante Adams is that Hopkins does this with disasters. He was in, like, he does just as well as, I mean, he's not a touchdowns guy like Davante Adams is. You know, he only had 6 last year, but he had 1,400 yards, another 115 reception game. You know, he had 88 yards a game last year. You know, he's done this in disasters, like in Houston, like and all that, you know, but you know, so I mean, his drop percentage is 1.3 this year. You know, to me, that's ridiculous. I mean, I probably should have pointed that out with Davante Adams. But the reason, I mean, regardless of what Davante Adams did, he has Aaron Rodgers, a good old line and all that. You know, like, I consider, like, the fact that he's done this with, so Davante Adams had a 0.7 drop percentage this year. But, you know, he did this in Houston. I mean, Adams doing it in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. Like, I like Aaron. I love Davante Adams, but he's inherited a lot of great things with this team. All right, number 6 is Travis Kelce. You know, obviously he had the most receiving yards in NFL history by a tight end. Last year, he obviously he may have had his best year last year, honestly. He had 105 receptions, most in his career. 1,400 yards, most in his career. 11 touchdowns, most in his career. So it's like he's getting better over time. It's weird. Like, he's 31 years old. He's getting better over time. His drop percentage, 1.4 this year. Since 2018, you know, that's his best. But, you know, Travis Kelce, he seems to be getting better over time, which is crazy. But he is my number 6 player. Number 5 is Aaron Rodgers, the former NFL MVP. You could make an argument he had his best year last year, honestly. You could make an argument. He did not have a career high. He had a career high in completion percentage, career high in touchdowns. He only threw 5 picks. He had the second highest quarterback rating of his career. You know, and when you look at the advanced stats, like, let's look at this. All right, ready? So, like, I mean, like, his interception percentage, like, let's look at his interception percentage. His interception percentage this year was 1.0, which is the third highest of his career. Behind 2018 and 2019, where he had 0.3 and 0.7. Like, you could argue this guy has the most accurate. He's the most accurate thrower of the football ever. You know, he's had years where he throws 25 touchdowns and 2 picks. That's ridiculous. And again, another guy who may have had his best year this year. Seems to be getting better. So, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully he can come back and have another great season. All right, number 4 is Russell Wilson. Now, again, I think he's over Aaron Rodgers because I think he's done more with less. I think he's inherited less with the Seahawks. You know, this year he obviously had a great year. He had a 69% completion percentage, which is a career high. 4,212 yards, which is only 7 yards behind his career high in 2016. A career high in touchdowns. His interception percentage was a little high this year. But he has done a great job. He had a 105 quarterback rating. He's still at the top of his game. Not that much. Not very far off Aaron Rodgers. And again, it's like the DeAndre Hopkins thing. Like, he's just done more with less. Or, he's done just as much with less. Alright, number 3 is Aaron Donald. He leads the NFL in sacks, quarterback hits. He's still, I think, how old is he? Let's see this. He is, he's 30? Really? Damn. Oh, I thought he was only like 25. Yeah, but he's been in the NFL very long. He had 13 and a half sacks this year. And like, this guy, he's an absolute monster. He had 14 tackles for loss this year. He had 25 in 2018, 20 in 2019. He had 28 quarterback hits this year. He's an absolute beast. And he's doing this with double teams, by the way. Like, he may have had better years, but keep in mind, like, he may have had better statistical years, but keep in mind, he's being double teamed now. And there's not really another guy on that O-line, or on that defensive line, that's really complimenting him at all. So I think Davante Adams is, Aaron Donald is absolutely number 3. I think he's the best defensive lineman by far. So I think he's the number 3 best player in that game. Number 2 is Tom Brady, the most recent Super Bowl MVP. He's doing this at 43 years old. I don't think I need much more explanation. And number 1 is Patrick Mahomes. I don't think I need to explain that one either. Alright, so let me know if you agree with my list. I doubt you guys do, because, I don't know. But just to review it, 10 Deshaun Watson, 9 Quentin Nelson, 8... what was 8? 8 was Adams, 7 was Hopkins, 6 was Kelsey, 5 Aaron Rodgers, 4 Russell Wilson, 3 Aaron Donald, 2 Brady, 1 Mahomes. Alright, good stuff today. I'll have another one tomorrow for you to make up for missing yesterday. This is Dylan Miller on Delito Dylan, Google Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, or iHeartRadio. This is Dylan Miller on Delito Dylan. Have a good day.